it helps. It makes it a little bit better if we can roll a little bit first. So I'll tell you what, we'll actually start with your back. Okay, back and shoulders. So let's go ahead and I'm going to put it right underneath the shoulder blades. And oh, so good already. Totally support your head. And then all we're going to start with is just a little gentle up and down. You can leave your butt on the ground if you want, or you can pick it up. Either way, just make sure your head is totally supported. Okay, and then let's pause. We'll do that again here in a second. But first, like just bring your head up a little bit and then relax back over the roller. We're going to do that 5 times. Just helps a little bit with mobility in the upper back. Okay, so it's not a crunch. You're just lifting your head and relax back. And let's do that one more time. All right, and then with your head again, totally relaxed. I just want you to bend and straighten your knees a little bit to roll on your shoulder blades. All right. Oh, so good. Okay, the next thing we're going to do still in this position is I want you to totally support your head with one hand. And we're going to take the other arm and reach it just up and down so that your shoulder is getting a little bit different angle on the roller. Just make sure the head's supported. And let's take the same arm, and now we're going to go kind of side to side, and just giving the shoulder a little different angle. All right, switch hands. Now put your head in that hand. Readjust your shirt if you need to. And let's bring the other arms kind of up and down. And then take that arm side to side. Just keep your head supported. All right, bring the other hand back. We're going to do one last thing, and then we're going to move away from the shoulders. And that is just go a little bit side to side. All right. And let's come on up off the back. We'll go down the legs quick, and then we'll stretch out a few more things here. So let's start with the front of the thighs, especially right above the hip flexor. So with this, if you want more pressure, you can put the other leg on top of the leg you're rolling. If you want less pressure, you can leave it on the floor off to the side. Well, let's start straight up and down the middle, all the way to the edge of the hip. Oh, I gotta adjust because I'm running right into the recliner here. All right, right back on. All right, so again, just up and down the middle a few times. We're gonna get all portions of the quad before we stretch it out. All right, then we're gonna roll a little bit to the outside of the quad. Okay, not the IT band yet, but still go all the way up and down. And then we're gonna shift it to the inside of the quad. Okay, this one I find a lot easier to leave the other foot on the floor. And then when you're ready, I always find lots of nuggets in that spot, but you can roll your leg all the way out and we'll get a little bit more of those inner thigh muscles. Ooh, especially towards the knee. There's always something going on in there. So spend a little extra time on any lumps if you find them. Okay, and then when you're ready, we're gonna go all the way on the side. Sorry, my back is facing you. I'll flip over here in a second. Go all the way up and down the side of your leg. This is usually one of the least comfortable spots. So if it's too much to have your legs stacked one on top of the other, you can always put this one over on the floor. But then let's flip over. Okay, we'll go to the calf here. We'll work our way up and down the back and then we'll stretch everything out. So I'm gonna get this calf first of all. Just for a little extra leverage, put that leg on top, other leg on top of the one you're rolling. And then we can move it up to the hamstring. Again, put that other leg on top just to get a little more leverage. You have to keep adjusting it. That's all right. Not that my legs are long or anything. They're not. But then once we got the hamstring, I'm gonna go all the way to the butt. And we'll start off just kind of leaning off to the side on the glutes. Oh yeah. Especially around the edge of the bone on your hip there. And then when you're ready, we can take the leg we're rolling and just cross that knee over, making what I call a figure four to open up the hip a little bit more. All right. So then we're just gonna shift that right over to the other butt cheek. We'll work our way down the back and the front and then stretch it out. So just starting off on the side of the butt. All right, and then when you're ready, then go ahead and cross that leg over. All right. Then we can go down on the back of the other hamstring. I know I mentioned this, but I always find the most problematic places seem to be the tendons kind of right behind your knee. So focus in there a little bit if you feel any issues. All right, let's move down to this calf. Oh goodness, I can't believe I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna go right to the IT band on this one. So we'll finish off with the quad and give it all a good stretch. So all the way up and down the side of that leg. No way am I stacking them on this side. No way. By the way, totally normal if one side feels tighter than the other. And if you find a spot that's yucky, just kind of quickly go over it. Don't mash it, but quickly go over it. And then we can move on to the outside portion of the quad. Get all the way to the top. And then we can migrate it towards the middle whenever you're ready for that. Remember, go all the way up though. And then let's go towards the inside of the quad. And finally roll the leg all the way out. And let's get the inner thigh, especially towards the knee attachment. That's usually the yucky spot. All right. Okay, now that we're a little more ironed out. All right, let's do a few things. Stretching things out now. Excuse me. First thing I'm going to do is knees wide, feet pretty close together. And one arm at a time, I'm going to go diagonal away from my body on the roller. Like that. We'll pause at the bottom. And then come back up. So thumb facing the ceiling. Get one more. And switch sides. And I think it's helpful to have the other hand behind your back. And one more. All right, let's quick do both. So thumbs facing the ceiling. Both arms come out. Pause at the bottom. All right. Then let's get our hip flexors a little bit more. So I'm going to use the roller to kind of cheat a little bit. I think it's helpful. Just try to grab onto your back foot. And I like pushing down on the roller just to get a little extra leverage if you can. So I want you to squeeze that back butt cheek. Try to get your heel as close to your butt as you can. Lean in without arching. We're kind of rotating towards the front leg. But then we're going to do that a couple times. So relax it a little bit. Okay, lean in. And one more time, relax it a little. And lean in, squeeze the butt cheek. That feels better. All right, so just in the half kneeling, let's interlace those fingers, reach everything up. Do a quick side bend here. And then take your hand, put it between your shoulder blades, grab your elbow, same thing. All right, then let's go ahead and straighten the front leg out. And we're gonna go palms up, reach down, reach it up. Go two more. Oh, that feels better. All right, now we're gonna take this leg out to the side. And we don't need to do this part with the roller, but we'll use it again in a second. So first, kind of leaning forward, leaning back, just find that good inner thigh stretch. And then take the same arm, reach it underneath. If you want to grab the roller, you can do that. You might get a better stretch or just whatever, put it on the floor. And then let's open up the other way. Let's go 5 times on that. All right, now we're going to take it to the other side. Reach under and up. Okay. Now we got to do the other hip flexor. So let's bring opposite leg forward. And I'm going to use my foam roller as a cheat. Nice to have something to lean on. Go ahead, grab that foot. Lean in. Let's try to get the foot as close to your butt as you can. Turning a little bit towards the front leg. Relax a little bit. And come right back in. And one more time, relax it. And pull it back in. All right, come on up. And release those fingers, reach everything up. And a little bit of a side bend. And pat yourself on the back. Grab your elbow. Then go ahead and straighten out the front leg to your comfort level. Get that little bit of hamstring stretch. And one more. Okay. I'm gonna move that out of the way. Let's go ahead and take the other leg out to the side. Oh yeah, find that good inner thigh stretch and a little bit forward, a little bit back. So one more of those. And then again, same arm. Reach under, pause for a second, and reach back up. Get one more. And take it to the other side. That feels better. All right, I'm gonna get you come right here. And let's go into the tall plank position. And let's go ahead and bring one foot up. Right, squeeze this back butt cheek. This gets a little bit of everything. Bring that elbow down to the inside of the front foot and reach it up and around. And drop your back knee and let's circle that arm back. All right, come on up, other side. And drop the back knee, circle the arm back. All right, bring that arm right back here. And then let's bring first leg up in front of you. And go ahead and lean everything forward. If you want to put your hands on your roller, you can. I think that adds a little extra niceness, but whatever. Oh, so good. And then come on up. Take that to the other side. All right. I think we are almost there. Yep, pretty much, huh? All right. Last thing then that we'll do is bring it to tall kneeling. Reach your arms up. Take it side to side one more time. And pat yourself on the back. One last time and grab that elbow. And other side. All right. Of course, I could keep going, but